Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to download Virtual Machine Workstation Player for use in Cyber Patriot programs or just for general use. I will walk you through the process of looking up your system information to ensure that you have a good enough system to run virtual machines, and then I will show you where to download the free version of Virtual Machine. So first you need to make sure that your computer system can adequately run a virtual machine. So to do that, this is Windows 10 of course, but I'm going to search in the search bar, I'm going to search System Information. And it should show up fairly quickly. And here you have a lot of information about your BIOS, your hardware settings, and your operating system. If you scroll down here, you'll see installed physical memory. This is the amount of random access memory you have. It's very important to, at a very minimum, you want 8 gigabytes of of random access memory to run a virtual machine. You can see this computer has 12, so that's adequate. You're also going to want to make sure that virtualization has been enabled in your firmware. And you can see here that's marked with a yes. If that's marked with a no, or that's not even an option, you need to make sure that your BIOS is capable of supporting virtualization. If not, you may not have a computer currently that is able to do that. So I've ensured that my system is good enough to run a virtual machine. I'm going to check my memory real fast to make sure I have enough hard drive space to store a virtual machine. To do that, you can just open up File Explorer, and I'll click on this PC, and I'll see a list of the drives that are in this computer. So in my main hard drive, this is actually a solid state drive, I have 41.8 gigabytes free. So I have more than enough space to run a fairly large virtual machine from my solid state drive, and I have plenty on my secondary disk also. So that's good news. So this part of the video applies if you are on a Cyber Patriot team. You need to ensure that you download the correct version of Workstation Player. So to do that, I'm going to go to the US Cyber Patriot main site, uscyberpatriot.org, and from the main page I'm going to click under Competition, and then I'm going to click on Technical Specifications. And this changes periodically, so you need to check it before every competition. But the current version that they're requiring us to have is Workstation Player 15.1.0. So now that we know the version we need, we can go to VMware.com. So I'm going to go to VMware.com. I'm going to click on the official site link. And then I'm going to go to Downloads, and then on the pop-up menu I'm going to select Free Product Downloads and then select Workstation Player. So we can see 15.5 is the current version and we want 15.1. So I'm going to actually go back one level so that I can access the older versions. Now I'm going to click on Download Now on the right side of the screen. It's going to open up a new tab. I can see here I have a select version that if I select that, that's just the difference between 15 and 14.0. So if I scroll down here, I can see there's a download link for the main player, and I'm going to click on Go to Downloads. And you can see here I can select the correct subversion of the 15 version that I want, and I want 15.1.0, and we see that that is available. So now I'm going to select the one for the Windows operating system and click Download. I already have this downloaded, so I'm just going to open it up and run it. If you're using the Firefox browser, you're going to see there's a little arrow here if you have recent downloads, or it should pop up after you start to download, and you'll click on that and you'll see the completed file there. Every browser is going to be slightly different in how that handles, or just go to your downloads folder and find it there. I'm going to click on Open File. I'm going to click Yes. There's a user account control dialog box that may not show on the YouTube video, but that pops up. Just click yes to allow your computer to run the exe. I'm going to work through this wizard, and of course I've read this thoroughly, but I'm going to accept the terms. I'm going to skip the enhanced keyboard driver for now. Hopefully I can install it later if I really need it. I'm going to opt out of the customer experience improvement program because I'm not a main user and this is mostly for hobbies, so I don't need to be contributing too much to that. And then yes, I want the 2 shortcuts on the desktop and start menu. So now I'm going to click on install, and it's going to take a minute or two to install. Alright, so now the player has finished. I cut some of the install time out, so it may take you a couple minutes longer than it did in this video. If you have purchased a license, if you're going to be using it commercially or something like that, go ahead and enter a license key. If not, you can use it without it. So I'll click finish. Now we can search and we can see that we have VMware Workstation 15 player installed. So this is the homepage of the program. Feel free to look around, and in the next video I will show you how to download the ISO for an Ubuntu virtual machine and then install it using VMware Workstation Player. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.